My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Inscryption. We have defeated Leshy. And now the trip over to the left is available. I wonder if we can take a new one here. No. Interesting. What was the significance of that choice? Like, it gave me my base deck, but... So... Gave me my base deck, and the character that I defeated is the one that is highlight. Got it. I don't really know where to go next, so I'm just gonna go to this one. Spooks.
You here? Marvelous. I'm Grimora, Scribe of the Dead. Until quite recently, I was disgraced. Though, I was returned to my former glory with the help of some unlikely friends. If you wish to test your skills against me, you gotta first prove your wits. You gotta discern which tomb marks the final resting place of my lovely ghouls.
You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, "Eaten by a hungry dog." You sifted through the bones and found a card pack inside. We get a... Ooh, Gravedigger. Costs 1 bone itself. At the end of the owner's turn, Gravedigger will generate 1 bone. Also see a Gourmage. Activate, pay 2 bones to increase the power and health of the Gourmage by 1. Oh, love the idea of that. Junior Sage. Necromancer, when another creature dies... No, when another creature you control dies, you own dies, it is returned to life and dies again immediately. There's a way to get a lot of skulls out of that.
Hark! A living slice of lemon approaches. Bright intrigue as lime. Ye think ye will squeeze a defeat out of me? Nay!
Alright, bud. What you got going on? This will give us an extra energy cell. Does it give us a filled energy cell? Like, is it ramping? Or is it just initially giving me a bonus? After attacking, skeleton perishes. And there's your waterborne ghost ship.
It's coming to get them. The will of the damned.
I mean, I think I just do my standard play, which is get that Mantis God out as soon as we can. Get 3. Skeleton collapses. Ghost ship jumps. May not have been the best position for the god. I push 2 damage this turn. I can force an extra. So it's an extra max energy cell, so it is ramp. That makes Krikol way better than I thought.
Aye, ye beat the pulp out of me. Firstly, take ye this.
Another pack for us. Ooh, baby. Tomb Robber. Activate. Pay 1 bone to create a skeleton in your hand. Banshee will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. Oh, it's flying. Factory Conduit. Empty spaces within a circuit completed by Factory Conduit spawn leap bots. Empty spaces within a circuit completed by Factory Conduit spawns leap bots at the end of the owner's turn. A circuit completed? I have no clue what that's referring to.
And because ye bested me, with ye, I'll share me secret. Me name's Royal. I's the far right tomb. Here's the headpiece.
You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, Royal Dominguez, 1589 to spring 1632. So Royal lived from the Dominguez of 1589 to the spring of 1632. Not familiar with that season. Spring? What does that even... That's what a coil do. Top left, he said. You find a piece of an epitaph in the casket, among many other things. It reads, hit by a falling piece of ice. You find a card pack among the giblets and scantlings. A deathly card pack in particular. We get a bone heap. Pay 2 bones to increase. Yeah, I like the idea of getting bone heaps on board and starting scale. I love scaling plans. Like getting grave diggers and bone heaps on. Just sounds good to me. Skillamega, Sleep Bot, Insectodrone. None of those seem hugely relevant to me outside of wanting to reform my deck around more interactions with bones.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Don't look upon me. Do not snarl nor sniff. I beg you. If you do want a battle, please, let us get it over with.
So this is the person who died at the dog, naturally. Don't snarl or sniff. Playing their own Bonehound immediately, getting a little bit of consistency in that. I don't super love this. Revenant. After attacking, Revenant perishes. Okay. Thankfully, my 49er is absolutely sick right now. Because I can put it in the Bonehound's position. Ooh, actually, I can put the Sentry Drone out. When a creature moves into the space opposing Sentry Drone, they are dealt 1 damage. Because then I want that here for the Revenant. But then after that, I still have to be able to contest the Bonehound in some way. Preventing the Revenant from even getting an attack in is like a prevention of an entire turn. It has to be part of a good play, right? I like the idea of the 49er opposing the Bonehound, takes 1 strike against it, moves away. The Bonehound does 2 damage to me, and then the Revenant does none. But, you know, there's a clear problem there. Oh, but if I summon the Sentry Drone, I won't be able to summon anything else. So the only play I can do is that 49er play. Damn it. This deck's Garbo. Moves over to block. I take a free shot, dealing a damage. And then I'll pop you there. I'll take your response strike and move over. Okay. Have I got bones? I got 1 bones, apparently. I mean, this striking moving over protects it from the skeleton, so I like that. We'll sack these 2. Put you over on the rightmost. And we're pretty well prepared for everything now. And we're starting to get to the turn where I can just play Bolt Hounds basically for free. This one resolve. Attacks. Dies. Can I get a minimal amount of damage out here in some way? So ideally I would get 4 damage out. Should be sacrificing you and then putting myself there. Okay, setting ourselves up for as much overkill as we can get. I'll do it. I can put other things on board, but it doesn't get more damage. Ooh, 5 excess damage there. That's a lot of foils gained, baby.
It is over. You chewed me out. Now, please, look away. Turn your eyes to this card back instead.
We'll take another deathly card back. Scalamakers. Dead hand. When dead hand is played, discard your hand and draw a new hand of 4 cards. Oh, that's a lot of draw. That's the most draw I've seen yet. If Gem Fiend's owner controls no Mox cards, Gem Fiend perishes. Broken Herbal?
I'm called Sawyer. The middle stone marks my grave.
Traveling Boys.
Please, don't go digging up my bones.
Another piece of the epitaph. Sawyer Patel. 1702 to the fall of 1778. Millstone marks your grave. Don't sniff or snarl. You found a piece of an epitaph. Does not hold a grudge. See, the thing is, I don't have to find the other one because I already know these. Like this one. But in order to collect the final pieces that I actually have to put up there, that blah, 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 blah. Makes sense. Royal Far Right Tomb. Life didn't give you lemons, so you died. So you died of scurvy. That's what that is. Here lies Royal Dominguez. Here lies Sawyer Patel, who was eaten by a hungry dog. We also know that you were hit by a falling piece of ice because the other person died of scurvy. Now we just need to go get those pieces. One more battle over on the left-hand side. I feel like I actually do want to pivot my deck at this point because it's inconsistent with itself. It's trying to do half of something and half of something and half of something. It's not really doing all of anything. So let's break it down. I allowed the game to auto-complete my initial deck just to give me a starting point to work from. But now it's time for us to choose our own destiny. So I really like a lot of the bone synergies that exist. Paying 2 bones to increase the power and health of bone heat by 1. Do I have another one of those? I thought I could have sworn I had another one of... Did I have something else that buffs itself when it gets... Oh, wow. Oh, I can't build a deck around a card that I only have one of. It wouldn't be built entirely around that, but like a lot of what I would want to do would be based around utilization of it. Okay, we do have the Gambler bot now. Factory Conduit, empty spaces. Within a circuit completed by Factory Conduit. So do I have to get 2 Factory Conduits on the board for that to be able to do anything? We'll spawn leap bots in the end of the turn. So if I put a Factory Conduit on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, then I summon a bunch of leap bots in the middle. 0/2s? Block opposing creature. Sector drones, strikes the enemy directly. Droid. Are our rares not showing up here? Or they're showing up in different decks, right? Krokal. So, clearly, let's get it out there. Clearly the most powerful thing that I'm capable of doing is Mantis God. It's good. I also like the idea of getting a Warren out there. Warrens being able to be sacrificed themselves and also giving us cards that we can sacrifice is quite good in terms of blood consistency. Then I will also need some cards that will actually initially give me the ability to play, right? Because both of these are requiring a sacrifice and we don't have a secondary deck of squirrels to draw from. So instead, one resource that we know we will consistently have is the resources 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is the resources from the first 2 turns of gaining that energy. Okay. So I'm going for 3 1 costs and then 3 2 costs here, giving us the ability to start generating the rest of these. I don't really want to have to go for something much more costly than that for those. Instead, I would prefer to play multiple of them on a later turn if I absolutely need to. Then let's have a look at the death cards, because there is also this dead hand. When dead hand is played, discard your hand and then draw a new hand of 4 cards. Having this as an ace in the hole to be able to hold in our hand when we happen to get 5 and then refresh our entire hand is huge. Monumental. We can add a skeleton, which is just a unit that will attack and then die after it attacks, which gives it the ability to kill an enemy minion and then die and give me a bone. Like, it's a huge, huge swing if it manages to actually kill something. So we have 14 cards in this deck at this point. So a sack summon that can be redone. Love that. The ability to just overwhelm the enemy on board. I like the Urali here, specifically with the cat and the Warrens in this deck. It feels not impossible to play an Urali. Part of me is leaning a little towards, putting a Grizzly in as well, and then trying to round this out with low costs here. 49er was kind of interesting. Let's take another elite bot. This is very much built off of instinct. Obviously, like actual deck building considerations require a lot more experience than we have at the moment. But I'm using my knowledge in adjacent kinds of card games. Did someone leave the AC on? Oh, come on, dude. It's freezing in here. Maybe heated battle help. Let's do it, bud. Obviously died from the ice block. There's a Banshee. Will strike an opponent directly, even if they're a creature opposing. Draga can't be sacrificed. When it perishes, the creature inside is released in its place. Easy. Do we want to do this right now? Yep. Yeah, we do. 1. We sack you for the Warren. Warren pulls out a rabbit. Get a rabbit in hand. Pop the rabbit on board. Sack the rabbit for the Mantis God. 3. We deal 3 damage to the Banshee. Doesn't oppose us. Another Warren. I'm 1 playable card away from being able to put O'Reilly on the board. Draga releases the creature inside. It's 2 skeletons. They crumble into a pile of bones. Just short this turn as well. Pass game. I mean, I can win now. So let's do it. I need to think about my overkills, I think. I'm not doing it, and I haven't got that many opportunities to do them. You won, but now I'm a bit less cold. Take a pack. On the house. Thank ya. Necromancer, when another creature you own dies, is brought back and dies again. Elk Fawn's pretty good. Get the 2/4 out for a single on the summon, so that's gonna be good for us. You did beat me, so I guess I gotta fess up. The name's Casey. Casey Hobbs. Casey. That was one of the cards. just a unique name. From the tombstone on the left. You found a piece of an epitaph, Casey Hobbs, 1970 to winter 1992. You pulled up an epitaph piece. The defibrillator failed. There we go. Missing something for that. We also don't have like a conclusive story for each of you. So that's gonna be our directions off here. Oh! Oh no, you're just gonna be a shop here, aren't you? Just much more easily accessible. Yeah, there we go. So it costs 4, we can get another bone heap. Zombie there. Costs 2 to get a 1-1 out on board. Bone heap, another pack. I'm gonna hold off on those. Make more informed decisions later. Can I go down? Yeah. You found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, brought down by scurvy. A gust of foul-smelling air billows from the casket.
You have no offering.
So that seemed like the Bone King, Bone Lord, etc. Give us the Bone King's blessing. We're gonna have to offer it a bone. So we need to find a bone. Found a piece of an epitaph. There was no cure. In my reflection, I am wearing a hat. I appear to be a dog wearing a hat. In my reflection, I am a human wearing a different hat. I'm wearing the hat depicted here, it looks like, rather than this head. Oh. This is how you change your appearance. Oh, it just randomizes your appearance? Okay. Skeleton. It's gotta be... Yeah, I like being a dog detective. Well, gee, Max, what are we gonna do next? We've got more taffs. As you're brought down by scurvy. And there was no cure. Eaten by a hungry dog. Kinda seems to hold a grudge. But hit by a falling piece of ice, the defibrillator failed? That doesn't seem relevant either. Both of these seem a bit weird. Don't hold a grudge against the dog, please.
Worked out. Marvelous. I believe you've proven your wits adequately. Are you prepared? You will not defeat me. Marvelous. Just marvelous. I was beginning to worry that I'd be sealed away behind those tombstones forever. Locked down at the mercy of a challenger's wits until one day discovered. But no, you prevailed. And now it's time to battle.
Ooh.
My minions never truly die, you know. Let's see how you fare.
So the Bonehound is going to move to the place where I play my latest card. Unfortunately, that does mean the summoning of this Mantis God is actually going to be really rough for us. In that I will deal 2 damage and then I'll deal 1 damage to the Bonehound, 2 damage to the enemy, and they'll lose my Mantis in response to that. So I can't do anything here. Still don't know what this does. Sarcophagus will grow into a more powerful minion after 1 turn on the board. Banshee will strike directly. So this hammer, I do not know what it does at all. 1, 2. I can get the leap bots out. I can sacrifice one of the leap bots for a Warren. That'll give me a rabbit in hand. I can play the rabbit. I have 3 total to be able to sacrifice. I cannot play a Raleigh. I know what I need to do. It has to be... I have to place the Mantis God, and then after that I have to place a leap bot to distract. The Bloodhound, that is. That'll also block the Banshee from coming in this round. We get to deal 2 damage, equalizing with the enemy. Oh! Worst possible draw! We push 2 damage, Sarcophagus transforms, they push 5. You can just choose to attack your own minions, like kill them. Okay, cool. Could you do that before? Can you do that in the metagame? There's no way you can do that in the metagame, right? So ultimately what I was, I wanted to see what that was doing because I think I'm basically dead here. I have the ability to get a rabbit and a Warren out on board, and I will do it, but it is done in a recognition of the fact that I have to use all of my value this turn to not die, which is also effectively conceding.
Marvelous. An opportunity to use my quill.
Rip Burnhound, turn 1 to 5. Death by 49
This one will be back. What a rush. You may try again, Traveler, Challenger, but don't expect any less of a fight.
Okay, we need to examine our curve. Because, yeah, sure, things... There we go. Things do happen that... Oh no, I couldn't have done anything about that. Like, you know, I drew my 2 highest cost cards in the entire game. I could have played the Grizzly. I couldn't have played either a Raleigh. Everything else, save the dead hand, was playable. I don't think there's anything wrong with this deck. Or rather, I think that is not a typical exemplar of the performance of this deck.
Another attempt? Very well. Still buzzing from the last one. On guard.
Okay, prepare for death and then life again. I really don't want to start off behind the 8 ball, but I also can't really do anything here. I like blocking their Sarcophagus with the Bonehound. If possible here. Bonehound leaps over the block. We'll attack the Bonehound and then we'll move 1 position away because you actually bounce off the boundary here. The Sarcophagus won't be able to summon itself onto board, and the Banshee will be here but won't really have too much it can do about it. Wait a second. We don't deal a damage through on this line with a 49er, so this attacks, this moves. That leaves open 3 and 1. We die. God damn it. Yeah, we lost. When you don't have, like, giant swingy things as well, these board states can resolve in a pretty certain loss. Such as this instance. Again, Urali, can't do anything much about that. And got the Grizzly immediately after? Come on. These are being spaced out perfectly for me not to be able to do anything with them. We lose. My undying creatures can be difficult to overcome. Perhaps you'll need to open more cards to improve your deck. Again. Again. That can't be the typical performance of this deck. It can't. This will deal a damage by the Bonehound moving into its space. I can deal another damage with Mantis God after that fact. I think I need to take the Uralies out of the deck. I would love to be able to play the Sentry Drone right now. But if I play that on the left-hand side, the Bonehound moves into its space, and then the Banshee doesn't come down, so the Banshee doesn't even get the Sentry shot, which is the ideal outcome here. And currently I'm otherwise letting 3 damage through. So I have to put that down. Is there any way to do more? So I use the Warren, we sacrifice the Sentry Drone, I can place it anywhere, moving the Bonehound, and I get a 0-1 in hand. I can then sacrifice the Warren in order to put the Mantis God down, and I can use the 0-1 to manipulate the position of the Bonehound afterwards, leaving my 3-striker in the Mantis God on board, and even possibly dealing a damage to the Bonehound. Or not. Or not dealing a damage to the Bonehound because, oops. Because, uh-oh. Because, what? Because, dang. I mean, I'm at a good standstill right now for myself. 10, 2, 3, Death by Mantis God. That one will be back in no time. Yeah, another turn of equity here takes us to the win. Leaps over the block. You can inscribe that one if you'd like. I think he might die right now. No, just one short of death. Perfect. It's actually ultra ideal. Get some nice overkill here. I'm very over-reliant on my Mantis Gods. You're halfway there. No.
You're halfway there, though you might not like what comes next.
Oh,
fuck? So right now we are in the position of the player who found the disc, clearly.
Do you miss them? Fear not, I'll give them back, of course. As corpses.
Okay, so they just have less damage now. Got it. So Zomb. But can I still sack this creature? Yep. Here's so. Okay, that's good. So if I go for the Mantis God here now, I can kill the sarcophagus, and then the zombie moves down into this position, attacks. Next round, I can kill it as well. If I put it in this position out here, unfortunately, the sarcophagus is just gonna live. So this pushes the damage for us. They get the sarcophagus, unfortunately. Push 2 damage as well. I'm just short of being able to summon O'Reilly at the moment. I don't think I need to play anything else right now. Banshee, up by 49er. 49er moves over. Zombie killed by Mantis God. Mantis God now strikes initially through as well. Takes us back to equilibrium, which we then lose immediately. But it was there for but a moment. So I can now strike in with O'Reilly for the kill. Actually, no, I can't. Because the Bonehound is definitely going to protect against it. I think I still summoned my 7. So block, which is fine. Guess I'll elect to put it there. You know what? Let's actually get the dead hand out. Redraw a full hand. Now I can bait the Bonehound even further away. One of them move over, one of them move over. Fine, now I'm just gonna push 9 damage against this. Not a huge amount of overkill there. We'll take it.
Oh dear.
Got him.
You really defeated me. I was not expecting that. Your ambition is to replace PO3, but, well, between you and I, there'll come an opportunity to change your mind. And I beg that you spare me. Take these, then go.
See the Deathly card pack. Mummy Lord. Owns to put you on the field. Small as well. Headless Horseman airborne also at the end of the owner's turn. The Headless Horseman will move in the direction described by the sigils. 30 bones to summon you, and you will be ridiculous. If we ever manage to get you on board. Sarcophagus. 4 bones to summon you, but if you're on the board for a little bit, you become 3/3. 3/3 is pretty good. 2 more sarcophagi. We've also got another Bone Heat, Bolt Hound, and Stim Mage. Energy, activate, pay 3 energy to increase the power and health of the Stim Mage by 1. I'd love to put that in my deck. Battery low, and in fact it has run out entirely. Suspected this might happen. Battery fully charged. Ah. I'm going to stay off camera here as we go through the rest of these. Okay, so this is 10th of the... Sorry, 12th of the 10th. So this is the 12th of October.
I think I've just got to send it. To whom it may concern. It's a bit formal. Hello there! Exclamation point. My name is Luke Carter, and I'm a fan of your collectible card games. If you've ever taken a look at my YouTube videos, you will know how appreciative I am of the merch that you've sent me over the years. So it was a great surprise to learn that there is a digital version of Inscryption. I think maybe one of my fans pranked me and buried a copy in the woods near my house. Upon further research, however, I have not been able to find any record of this game. Is this some kind of elaborate hoax? Any trace of this game? Is this some kind of elaborate hoax? The game doesn't seem like the work of a prankster. It at least appears professionally made. I am both puzzled and excited by this discovery. Any information you can provide would be much appreciated. Thank you, the Lucky Carter. Okay, good enough. Sent.
I like the framing device. If you're reading out a letter that you've written, you will read it exactly like that. You'll read it and stop and go, actually, no, that didn't hit my ear right. Oh, I should probably rewrite that. It's just really good. It's dripping in verisimilitude. 13th and 10th.
Hey card gamers, I'm the Lucky Carter, and this, well, it's a bit of a strange video. It's actually more of a question to my audience. As I've learned over the years, nobody knows card games better than you guys do, so I'm hoping someone can help me out here. Did anyone ever play an Inscryption video game or hear about it? I'm talking about that vintage one-set card game I opened packs for last week. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't want to get in any trouble here. I think I've got the only known copy of the digital version of Inscryption. I've been filming myself playing it, and it's weird, guys. I don't want to get in any hot water by showing the footage, but can someone please prove me wrong? Please tell me someone has a copy of this game. I have been looking online for days, and I cannot find a word about it. I reached out to the publishers, hoping maybe they would get back to me, but as a fallback, I got you beautiful viewers. Can hopefully dig up something. That's it. That's the video today, guys. Thank you so much, as always. And, oh yeah, what the fuck is the card?
Oh, okay, so their eye is blacked out artificially, and the mouth has a gigantic sensor bar on it. However, we do get a little bit more of that old binary text down there. I'm going to go translate this. In fact, I will translate this live, because I do have a binary translator for the old one that we did, you know? Okay, so we're looking for a 0, 1, and then a 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Actually, I will pause this for a second, then I'll get back. Okay, and we return. Let's actually get ourselves to the end of the film here. And I'm in fact going to pull myself back on camera for just a second here. So, this binary reads Carnoffel code. Not super familiar with the word Carnoffel. Code, obviously. So I looked up Carnoffel online, and Carnoffel is one of the oldest known card games. It's got a trump and bluffing system, a betting system. I'm not going to go through the entire rules of the card game, because every single time I've seen it has been like 2 A4 pages the absolute least, and no one necessarily has the time for that. However, Carnifel Code. Right? It was Carnifel Code. In Carnifel, there are codified symbols that you use, as I've been reading, to signal to your teammate, you play in 2 teams, when it is time to bet because you are holding something important. So the allowed signals are mug, the banner of bells, you can puff up 1 cheek, 5 of trumps, you wink. These are all different cards. They're not like a standard playing card deck. It's like a 48 card deck and it's got like a bunch of different symbols on. There's the other king beater, shrug your shoulder. Low trump is Oberbeater, Unterbeater, make a sign with finger. Not necessarily certain what that would represent. 7 of the trump suit, you silently mouth the word 7. King of flowers wrinkles your nose. The king of shield look to the side. King of acorns look up. King of bells look down. So we should start to try and be aware of those. I'm not entirely certain how those are going to help us if we see those signals. Or perhaps what is being hinted here is that there will be tells. Our opponents will possibly have a tell that is a signal that they pull when they draw a certain card. I'm not entirely certain. Time to go on to the next one.
Mr. Carter, we have received your inquiry regarding a digital version of our intellectual property Inscryption. I can assure you that no such software exists in any official form. However, if you have indeed come into possession of proprietary Game Funa hardware, you are compelled to return it to us under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. The hardware will be considered stolen if it is not returned to us within a reasonable time frame. Please carefully package the hardware and paste the attached shipping label to the front of the box. You may mail the package at a local post office. We would like to avoid taking legal action in your case, so please do not delay in returning the proprietary software. Sincerely, Game Funa, Customer Happiness Department. What the fuck?
Two off-topic thoughts, and then we'll get back to the next one. Off-topic thought number 1, I would love to have played this role. Are you kidding me? This is so cool. Off-topic thought number 2. Ooh, okay, hang on. He's kind of handsome, right? Let's look at this again. Sorry, again, if you are photosensitive, you may want to look away for a couple seconds as we check out the error tape here. 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. In that final frame around here, I'm starting to see some distorted letters. This might just be pareidolia, it might just be looking for things, but that's what I see at least. 1016.
I think this woman's actually from Game Funa. She came to my door yesterday, and I didn't answer. This time I'm gonna record it. Hi!
Hi there.
Hey.
I'm floppy disk for a game called Inscryption. I was told you came by a copy of it somehow. Sound familiar?
No.
No?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Really?
Inscryption, you said?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I love seeing people act like they are bad at
emailed
acting.
us about it. You are Luke Carter, right?
Oh.
You know the luckycarter@gmail.com?
Yeah, you know what? That's, I am Luke Carter, but that's not my email address.
Really? Because I just noticed because I've seen your videos.
Oh.
I'm a big fan.
Well, thanks for watching. Listen, how'd you know where I live, exactly?
My boss gave me your address.
And how did you get past the side gate? It's locked.
Okay, Luke. I'm going to give you my business card. And if you remember anything at all, feel free to give me a call. Okay?
Will do. Take care. What the fuck?
Okay, something I think that you may not have seen there, that I think is pretty important. Have a look at her foot as soon as the door opens.
Hi!
Hi there. I'm floppy disk.
What? Did you... We just had some binary code just a couple seconds ago, but look at that foot. In the door, ready to prevent the door from locking. Like, it's below the lip of the bottom of the door frame, so it would completely block any ability of trying to close that door. That is a power stance right there. All right, let's get our way back to the... Oh. So we got myself out of that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we are also finding that information that is particularly sensitive in some way, because it blanks out when she says her name, is redacted somehow manually-ish, maybe magically, somehow, after the fact. All right, I'm gonna go translate this and I'll be right back. It's just the name Amanda. I'm Amanda.
Disk for a game called Inscryption. I was told you came back.
All right. Another one of these is going to be error. So again, if you are particularly photosensitive, now is the time to look away. 3, 2, 1. Watching them fast doesn't do anything. No, not really getting much out of that at all. Also, I thought I didn't see any binary the first time Amanda said her name, but I guess I must have.
Hey there, card gamers! I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is another pack opening video. Today I'm opening Secrets of Legendaria, hoping for that sweet, sweet foil Valamir.
Just on this, I know, many asides, but just on this, for a creator, that rings extremely true. There was a moment in Bo Burnham's Inside as well, where he has a camera off in the distance behind the rest of all of his recording equipment that is recording him trying to record himself to a different camera, right? And he attempts to do his opening, his clearly pre-planned opening, and imbue himself with the spirit of performance, almost. He attempts to do it 3 times, and then on the 3rd flub, he gets really, really frustrated. Similar to here as well. Obviously, causally, completely different, but that rings real true. All right, let's check out the next one. This is another error, so again, if you are photosensitive, please take a couple seconds to look away. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I feel like I need to pause at some point in these. If I could scroll through, that'd be helpful, but I can't. Doesn't look like I have the ability to in any way. So as we see these error messages, what we are really seeing is the absence of something that otherwise important would have been recorded here, rather than these being used to hide anything that seems particularly cryptic. We may have to revisit them in the future at some point. I suspect possibly not. I might just be looking for patterns where they don't exist if I continue to look at those for a particularly long period of time. But for the moment, my name's been Rhapsody. I love this game. I'm just overwhelmed. I've mentioned so many times that I'm really excited for an audience that is more familiar with deck builder games and less familiar with Daniel Mullins to become more familiar with the latter over the course of this series. I hope you're enjoying it anywhere near as much as I am. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. Name of the game has been Inscryption. Up at the top left there, you can see the series playlist for all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. There is also scrolling past the names of the lovely folk supporting the Republic over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the $10 tier. Much appreciated to each and every single one of you. For the moment, though, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. We'll see you next time.